power of belief. A compelling message by Buddha. There was a severe drought in a village. People and cattle in the village were starving and thirsty. Children had stopped playing due to lack of food and water. There were no crops this year. Wells, lakes, and ponds around the village had all dried up. It had not rained in 2 years. Such was the adversity that villagers were facing. Happiness had left village and there was only misery and suffering. One day Buddha, who was on his way to his destination and was passing through this village, he thought of resting for some time and sat under a tree which barely had any leaves left. The tree was slowly dying. People gathered around him to seek his advice and put an end to their suffering. A farmer in the group told Buddha, "O enlightened one, there has been a severe drought in the village. We have no food or water to offer you. Please forgive us. People and cattle are starving and thirsty without food and water. Kindly tell us how to get out of this misery and suffering." Buddha smiled and asked the farmer and the villagers, "What did you do to try and end this problem that your village is suffering from?" The farmer said, "We tried praying to God for rains every day and every night. What else can we do? What else is in our hands?" Buddha nodded his head at their admission and asked again, "If you prayed for rains every day and every night, how come I do not see a single one of you carrying an umbrella?" The villagers were confused. They started asking themselves, what does the wise one mean? Buddha saw the visible confusion amongst the villagers and smiled until the farmer asked again, "O wise one, please let us know what is the meaning of your question. Here we are dying of hunger and thirst. You are making fun of us for not carrying umbrellas." Buddha answered with a smile on his face, "It is good that you prayed to God for rains. But if you really believed in your prayers, would you also not believe that it'll rain today and you'll get wet?" This shows that you only prayed out of desperation and did not believe in your prayers and the ability in God to answer your prayers. Indeed, prayers are good, but faith in God and belief in your prayers are more important. Act as if God will grant your wishes, and be prepared to receive those wishes and abundance. And that is the power of belief. If your mind does not believe, and is not ready to receive what you wish for, then they remain mere prayers. Hearing this from Buddha, villagers learnt a valuable lesson that day, and started believing in their prayers. Eventually it rained and their suffering ended. Villagers were overjoyed. All their problems were gone. Their suffering ended. There was abundance of food and water. Happiness returned to the village, and they celebrated life again. Mere prayers are not enough. Belief in your prayers, your readiness to receive, and actions in that direction are important too. Believe that it'll happen, and it will. Faith and prayer, both are invisible, but they make impossible possible. Thank you for watching. I will meet you again with another inspirational story.